I watched over 100 3v3 replays from Champ 1 to Champ 3, and here are the top 5 mistakes that I see players making in no particular order. Real quick, I just wanted to thank this video's sponsor, me. If you're new to the channel or you don't know who I am, hi, I'm Virge. I've been an RLCS coach for the past 6 years and have worked with some of Rocket League's most prestigious talents and esports organizations. Currently, the RLCS is in an extended off-season, which means that during this time off from competing, I have a lot more time that I can spend with you guys doing one-on-one coaching. If you're interested in getting personalized guidance on your Rocket League gameplay from me, then please consider checking out my Metafy page where I offer a variety of ways that you can work with me to accomplish your goals. Click the link in the description to find out more. Rushing out of defense. Here we have a player getting back onto defense after his team loses possession. He gets to the corner and now he's the third man, but he quickly pushes out of defense before his team gets control of the play, and this puts him in a really difficult and awkward position to get to this aerial. He ends up using 50 boost in a situation where his teammate had it covered already, and he could have probably held his position a little bit longer on defense in the back post so that this play here wasn't behind him awkward. It would be more in front of him so that he can control the outcome a lot more consistently. In this clip, this player gets demoed from behind and he respawns with his team on defense. His team plays the ball to the corner, the play slows down, but he quickly pushes out, putting himself in a position where if anything goes wrong towards his net, his team doesn't have coverage. So he's just quickly pushing out into the corner before his team has control of the situation, and this results in them almost conceding a goal. The solution to this problem is to recognize that it's too soon to push out of defense. If your team still has possession of the ball in the corner, but hasn't transitioned into the midfield yet, we don't have control of the play. So before we push into the corner, we have to recognize that this space needs to continue being covered, and our team needs to be able to push out safely without the fear of anything that beats them going into our net for free. Next up, playing reactively. What I mean by playing reactively is constantly reacting to every play that happens and basing your movement off of reaction entirely. In Rocket League, it's important that we play with anticipation. You always want to be steps ahead of the play so that the play is coming to you. So for example, in this play here, this player pushes out of defense forward upfield and doesn't anticipate the possibility of this ball getting cleared back onto the opposite side. So they end up pushed too far forward, they react to this ball going up and coming back, and so they turn around, and at this point it's just a little bit too late. They're too far away from the play to be involved, and so they end up conceding a goal because of it. Here we can see this player, as the play comes back, he comes back. As the play changes directions to go forward, he reacts and goes forward. As the play changes direction goes to the right, he reacts and goes to the right. And so the entire time here, this player is one step behind the play, trying to chase the play down instead of being a step ahead of the play and letting the play come to them. The solution to this problem is to play Rocket League proactively. Always try to anticipate the next outcome of the play. So for example, as this play pushes forward and we see the opponents can get control here, we should assume that there are a bunch of different possibilities. They could catch this ball and control it up the backboard. They could catch it and turn it across the field for a dribble. They can catch it and turn it to the corner. They can clear it off the backboard, or they can keep it close and try to turn it up in the midfield. Because we're looking at this proactively, we're able to anticipate what the most likely outcome is. In this case, it's probably going to be a clear because they're under pressure, they're trying to get out quickly. And so what we do here is we get ahead of the play that's coming next instead of reacting to the play that's currently happening. There must not be a lot of big brain gamers in Champ 1 to Champ 3, because if you've seen my rotation video, then you know that this is a cardinal sin of solo queue 3v3, rotating back into the play. This one's pretty self-explanatory. Just don't rotate back into the play. This guy gets beat, which it's okay, by the way, it's okay to get beat, but don't rotate back into the play. Now your teammate has to dodge you. Now you're going to be a step behind the play. Now you're going to be awkward and backwards to it. Your other teammate has to go around you. Now you're backwards to the play again. You have to turn around, and we're just so awkward in this position. We make our teammates awkward. Rotate back post, guys, come on. Solution: rotate back post. Overcommitting on offense. In this scenario, we see this player playing defense and they get a good clear out to their teammate to the side. Their teammate then passes it to the outfield where the other teammate can pick the ball up. The problem here is that after our pass over to TH Toaster and then their pass over to Catalyst, we don't know where the opponents are from this position. We can't see if they're challenging us, and we can't see if they could possibly intercept a pass if we stay in this position. Statistically, what this means is that if that interception does happen, we don't have a third man who's back yet because TH Toaster still hasn't recovered. So if that interception happens, we are risking conceding a goal here. And if we take a look at it from this perspective, we can actually see that this player was anticipating that pass middle. So if that pass did come, the interception was inevitable. This one is a bit more of an extreme example, but this player gets beat, which again is okay. His teammate takes possession and sets himself up for what looks like an air dribble or a flip reset. This player decides that this is the perfect opportunity to drive up to the ceiling, and hopefully this guy is going to flip reset pass it to us. Again, in this position we can't see the opponents, so we don't know if the position that we're in is actually guarded or not, or if they can intercept this ball. And realistically, with our teammate going for a flip reset here, us coming off the ceiling with 7 boost is going to be really overcommitted, putting our team in a really poor position if this play doesn't work out. Now our teammate's back in a 1v3. Fortunately, the opponents don't capitalize, but if you're looking to rank up, opponents are definitely going to start punishing you for this kind of thing. The solution in these scenarios is to have a bit more respect for your opponents. If you can't see them, then it's usually safer to assume that they're in the correct position. That way, you can just rotate back and you'll never get caught out of position in scenarios like this. So instead of driving up to the ceiling and looking to receive a pass, what we should do is drive down, rotate back, and let our teammate make his play forward, get a position that gives us vision, and then make our decision in our rotation based off of that information, rather than just hoping this play is going to work out. Finally, we have misreading the play or misreading the bounce. Now, I thought misreading the bounce or misreading the plays was pretty self-explanatory also, so I didn't really feel the need to break any of these clips down for you guys. The only solution to this is just going to be more game time. When it comes to bounces, you can run a drill in free play where you just ball chase and try to generate bounces at random, and doing this over and over will build your experience on being able to read these bounces at random in a game. Now you can gain more experience in reading the plays by playing the game more often, playing online, but you can also watch professionals or higher level players and see how they handle certain situations. You might see a pro player or a high level player handle a situation in a way that you've never thought of before, and this could give you a better read on that same situation when it comes up in your games. If you enjoyed this video or it helped, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, comment down below the next video you want to see, and most importantly, thanks for watching.